Well, I think it's time now to look at the full swing. And what we've done with the half swing, we've started to develop a feeling of the strike and where it comes from, where the energy comes from, all down here. My I suppose experience tells me through the past, learning that feeling in the full swing is actually quite difficult. But if we can now, we'll move on, having got yourself a feeling of striking, releasing from the correct part of the body, now putting it into the full swing. Now, we're working on the theory that the two, I suppose, high-speed movements of the swing, you know, the body turn, and then the hinging and the unhinging, controlled by the third part, you know, the triangle, the upper arms and shoulders, the control area. And if we're doing that correctly, and all the energy is released as it should be, as we turn through the ball, all that really happens now, the momentum of the club head starts to just pull the arms into, folding them up, but they're not flying away from the body. Stuff that we tend to have been hearing down the years about extension and so on, just forget all that, doesn't actually apply. Extension comes from simply allowing the club head to drag you through, but before we get through this point, or just after this point, the arms are folding away. Now, we're going to work on the theory that there is a correct follow-through position, and we're then going to work from that backwards. And if we can keep getting into the correct position, we have to be correct through the ball. You can't be suddenly, you know, everything all wrong and then suddenly, oh, correct. It doesn't actually work that way. So anything that shows up in the follow-through has happened actually starts at the start of the downswing. So the exercise we're going to show you now, the full swing exercise. We start from really the follow-through, working back. But just to get a feeling now of the correct, I suppose, leg action and body turn, I want you to stick a club on your stomach and try this. This is one at home. We don't need a ball for this, definitely not. Holding arm's length. So the club's pointing directly out from me. And all I'm going to do now is point the club at the target. Now to do that, now we don't pull the arms to do it. We're going to turn from the hips and turn through there. Just getting a feeling, allowing the weight as a right-hander, all my weight is moving onto my left leg, the front leg. Right foot is just kind of propping me up here. But everything's happening nicely passive in the shoulders, you know, not forcing, nothing happening up here, absolutely nothing. Just turning through. Now, if I hold the club out at arm's length now, and just turn through, doing exactly the same movement we did before, but nothing happening from the shoulders. None of this going on. The right shoulders are taken over. Right foot's got left behind. I'm going to turn from the middle, the center. We'll call it the hips. Turning through there. The sole of my right shoe is pretty much pointing directly down the target line away from me. And from there, if I simply just throw the club up over my shoulders, up and over, using my hands and wrists. So my wrists are kind of unhinged at this point, and just using them now to throw the club up and over, allowing my arms to fold away. My elbows are, you know, the arms are roughly about a 90-degree angle here. If you're stuck out here, there's tension, and the arms can't fold away. So using the hands and wrists, just up and over. And I would like you to get familiar with this. First of all, club in the stomach, turning to target, just really getting familiar with that feeling. Too many swings are dominated with the shoulders. And this is why you see, let's be honest, the majority of golfers never quite get into the so-called classic follow-through position. Shoulders and arms take over, and the lower half's kind of redundant. So now starting to get a feeling of the, I suppose, correct leg action. Turning through, and then again with the club out in front of me, and just turning to the target. The turn's actually coming from here, definitely not the top half. And from there, just getting that feeling of throwing the club up and over your shoulders. 3 checkpoints at this point. Stomach to target, elbows haven't splayed, shoulders down relaxed. Stomach to target, elbows haven't splayed, Okay, so I'd like you to just try this, even at home. You can do it indoors or in the garden. Just get more and more familiar. Turn to target, up and over, shoulders relaxed, elbows together. Okay?